on Halloween, when I set all this stuff up, I'm gonna tell you right now where I'm planning to put all the stuff that's going out. This is supposed to go in the yard because it's a graveyard. That's supposed to go in the garage because it's so small. It was originally planned to go in the yard, but the pole snapped, so it's kind of too small and people would step on it then. So this one's going in the garage. This is going in the garage. This is going in the garage where it went last year, I think. I don't know. This is going in the garage. That's going in the yard. But it's only going to be 35 or 40 degrees, possibly 50. That's as high as it's getting. As we know so far, that's what the weather people are predicting. What the weather's going to be like, but the weather people are never really right as much, but sometimes they are. So yeah, this is going to go in the yard. This is going to go in the garage. That's going to go in the yard because he's a grave digger. That's going to go in the garage. That's going to go in the garage sitting on a chair. He's going to go in the yard. He's going in the yard. He's going in the yard. He's going in the yard. Oh, yeah, see, I took him out of the box because I need to exchange DeMonica, remember? DeMonica's going in the yard, maybe. She might go in the garage. This is going in the garage. When I get my new DeMonica, I'm going to use the box on that. And this is going to go in the yard. Those two, I think I'm going to put in the garage. His batteries are dying. Those two are going to go in the garage. Because people could steal those from the yard easily. Look at how small they are. He's going in the garage. He's going on the roof like last year. He's going in the garage. He's going in the yard. He's going in the garage. He's going on the roof. He's going on the roof. He's going on the roof. He's going in the garage, laying on his mattress. Oh, there's Izzy. She's probably going to be outside. And this is going to be in the garage, and that's going to be in the yard. That's going to be on the roof, and that's going to be on the roof. And those two are going to be on the roof. This, I don't know, that might be on some trees. Not sure where I'm putting that yet. So yeah, there's where I'm putting the, and the rat, of course, is going on the floor in the garage. And those two are going in the garage. There's coffin ones, and that's going in the garage. There's more going in the garage than the yard. So yeah, that's where I'm putting them. I hope I get it working, DeMonica. I'm just scared that all this is gonna break down before next year. Because the harvester I got the first day, I'm scared his head is gonna die to turning side to side. Because he's not that fast when he turns his head side to side, but he should last if I take really good care of him. And this, I need a new head for, because it's broken, it doesn't turn at all. Or I would actually, probably next year, since I'm saving year-round for Halloween now, I'm going to order a new one off the internet of these next year. I don't know what I'm going to do with the old one when I get the new one. Maybe for parts. I know Lucas's parents won't let him have broken stuff. That might be out this year again. That would be in the garage. And this is going out. This, the floating mummy, and my very first floating skeleton are all going to be out there. The mummy is probably going to be back in the tree like it was last year. This one might be hanging in the garage somewhere. And my very first floating skeleton with the bloody red eyes is going to be hanging on the house. This, I don't know, I don't think I'm putting the Donnas out this year. The strings kind of break a lot, and they're getting too close to breaking, the strings. The mummy's hand, I'm going to have to fix these two, that head and the hand before Halloween, because they're going to snap very soon. Even the mummy's hand. So yeah, I'm scared about this snapping, because it always snaps sometimes. It snaps a lot, that one. I don't know why, but it does. Well, that's where I'm thinking about putting these, so there might be some changes. One fog machine is going to be connected to them in the yard, and the other's gonna be in the garage. The 700 watt fog machine, my first one that's remote controlled, that has a remote, is gonna be connected to him. My 400 watt is gonna go in the garage. Yeah, he needs to be charged. He's not getting up on time. Yeah, Izzy will probably be outside on Halloween. She's a black cat made for Halloween. She's my black cat. Oh, see? The snake. I won't have batteries for him to go out this year. I was planning on putting him in the picture up, but there's not going to be room. I could tell. I'll be lucky if there's room for all this that I'm putting out. But I doubt. Oh yeah, and on Halloween, Lucas might bring his little Scream and Michael Myers, and I'm putting my Jason out too, in the garage on that shelf that all those skull heads were out on last year. Izzy only loves me. She doesn't like anybody else. Harvester of souls. She's scared of those window people. We have window people in here. I think that's why she's staying in the toy room. She's so scared. Poor Izzy. Well, looks like time to quit. Bye. They might have Resurrection Mary today, and we might get it, but I won't get it for till Christmas, though. And the Twilight Twitcher is only $150 now. It's not $200 anymore. I looked on the website. It's only $150 now. Same with the Flesh Eating. He's only $150 too. He was originally $180, I think, or $170. The Twilight Twitcher was originally $200. And I want those two, but if you think Demonica, the 2010 Demonica is bad, they're worse, I think. Because I've heard a lot of complaints about the flesh-eating zombie. I mean, a lot. People have been getting non-stop broken flesh-eating zombies. But Twilight Twitcher is made a little bit better, but the demonstration is pretty burnt out. So I'm a little scared to get those two. I don't know if they'll be out next year, but at least Rosemary's working. Right now I only have one Wasteland zombie that works from Spirits, and it's this one, not Demonica. He's a Wasteland this year, but he doesn't work fully, his head. Both their Demonica and his heads quit working. See, I'm having problems with their turning heads. That's the most problems I'm getting this year. Last year it was their speakers blowing out. This year it's their turning side-to-side heads. Resurrection Mary didn't turn her head anymore, so yeah. First, Resurrection Mary quit turning his head, then he did. Now it's Demonica, but I'm going to get a new one probably. But he might not go. Guess what? I had that tombstone lifter for 2 years. Like up year round, and he is still working. I mean, his noise cuts off sometimes, but it comes right back on. And he has one blue out eyeball, but that's not that bad. I mean, he still lifts his tombstone, he still talks. He's worked for 2 years. He's worked longer than that zombie, because I had him longer. Because that zombie I was supposed to get for Christmas, but I didn't. I got him like way after Christmas, like in January or February, something like that. In 2010, that was a new year. I got this in 2009. So yeah, this lasted the longest out of all my props. Because last year I had to get new ones of this one, that one, and the ghost. Because I fried the ghost out, but I'm glad I did get a new one because the motor burnt out to make it hover. And now it's an up and down spider. And this member doesn't stop lighting up his eyes anymore, and that's so cool, how it always lights up pure red. Oh yeah, these have lasted pretty long too. I've had this for 2 years and he's still working. Well, yeah, the pole snapped before, but technically sent me a new one. And that one snapped, but this one my grandpa fixed with popsicle sticks. And it's holding pretty good. But if it's cold on Halloween, I'm probably not going to put him in the yard because he will snap. If his poles are 2 years old without changing the poles, he will snap. All these jump up as well, not the spider. The spider's made pretty strong, people. You don't have to worry about him breaking that much. His poles are way stronger. The vampire isn't going outside anyway, so I'm lucky about him because his poles would snap, I'm sure. His poles are pretty loose. I mean, if it can't stick in the ground on Halloween, the ground is probably going to be too thawed, so I'm going to hang him on the door in the garage then. Things are going to turn out to be in the garage again. But I really don't want the tombstone guys to be up. Oh god, this is so scary. I'm having a dream every day of having a Halloween yard, and it turns out to be total disaster. Because there was one dream I had, there was rain dripping, and it broke Demonica, and it broke it broke everything. It was such a terrible dream, but it was only a dream at least. See, I'm even having nightmares of Halloween. Because I'm not sure how it's going to work out. But my friend Austin from school, he's my friend. We've been friends for a long time. Since 2nd grade. We're in 9th grade now. He's coming over this Sunday. And he's going to come to school with me on Monday. So we're going to kind of see what we are going to do for Halloween. Like, we're going to kind of make plans a little. Not big plans, but, you know, just chat about it. He'll probably have good ideas about these jumping ones. I bet he'll like this one. And the spider. I bet he'll get scared by this spider. And he normally doesn't get scared of stuff. So, yeah. That's it. Along with this was a demonstration. And he's still working. Which is good. But he gets stuck sometimes, so I have to shake him like this, then he starts up again. I don't know where the wire was that came off when he was at the display. Last year in 2010, if you see the zombie barrel display that I recorded, this is the exact one. This is the demonstration that's in all my videos in the store from 2010. This was the demonstration. They had none in boxes left, even if they did. It wouldn't have been fixed yet. The wires would have came off. So I'm glad this got fixed pretty good. So, yep. There you go. And I'm telling you guys, I think the Evil Cauldron Witch was a demonstration too, because she came with a partly blown out eyeball. I mean, it didn't light up fully at all once. So she was a demonstration. She didn't even come in a box with a picture of her. She just came in the shipping box. That's it. So yeah, she was a demonstration. Which is why she broke the first. And my old Guardian of the Grave was a demonstration. I had no choice. It's the last one at Party America. Before we had a spirits where I live. And this, I think this was brand new. I don't know. But it didn't last. Like it worked pretty good at first. I mean, it just looks so cool with it moving his head. There's got to be a way to fix these things without having to actually go to the company. We can just add our own parts in there. But then it wouldn't move its head when it's supposed to. It would just keep doing it, even when it's not going. Those two I got at Menards in 2009. They had both those, just like the witch and the skeleton. I remember it scared me at first and jumped up. You know what? Some of these skeletons are smaller than this one. The ones from Spirit was smaller. This is a large version. And people, the large versions don't have a foot pad option. I'll tell you that right now. See, it is made from Techie. There is no foot pad option on the large version. I've seen small ones on Halloween Day. In 2009, I was trick-or-treating. I saw 2 of them, and they were small. They were the size of about the vampire. A little bigger than that, but not as small as that. But it was as big as him when his poles work. So yeah, the small ones, smaller versions, work on foot pads, I believe. This one doesn't have a foot pad option. It already has a remote control option, which doesn't really work because when you turn on foot pad and you have 2 of them, they're laying right next to each other. Their antennas are their antennas are interacting with each other, and they're setting each other off. So this antenna thinks this is the remote, and this antenna thinks this is the remote. Well, this one goes off anyways, even if there isn't anything going. But this one really doesn't go without this one turned on. This one makes him go on foot pad. See, look at the switch is broken inside the base. It's on remote. Ignore the foot pad on the large Rising from the Grave skeleton version. Does not. That's just a try me button. I've tried the foot pad. Doesn't work. Doesn't even work on the fog corpse. So don't even try to get a foot pad for these. It'll work on the vampire and the zombie, but the version of that Rising from the Grave Reaper, the small one, he doesn't have a foot pad option too. Not my version. Some of your versions do. That's an old version. That's why it doesn't have a foot pad option. It's an old version. I believe the ones that are in 2010, those ones had that one doesn't have an adapter option either. You can't plug in an adapter on that one or these ones. But the Fog Corpse does. But he doesn't have a foot pad option either. He doesn't have a remote option either, so he won't work on that setting. The setting is just for reset, to reset him so he lays back down. That's all it does, really. So yeah, can't say much about that. But the 2010 ones and the 2011 ones do have foot pads and adapter settings now. But this is a 2009 version that cannot have a foot pad and cannot have an adapter. Same with these two. So yeah. You know, people, there's 8 different kinds of Rising from the Graves. I thought there was only 6, but there's 8. There's this one and a different one that blows out fog. And there's that one. The small ones don't matter because they're still the same thing. And there's that vampire. And there's this one. And there's one with blinking red light up eyes. One of my YouTube friends has it. Yeah, it has blinking red light up eyes. So there's 2 versions of this. And there's a zombie. There's also a Rising from the Grave zombie that has light up eyes too. That one they charge for like $100. It's not worth it. I got that for $40 last year. It's $50 this year. Why do they move it $10 up? So yeah, there's ones that have lights on that, and yeah, there's 8 versions of Rising from the Grave. I have all the different kind of monster ones though. I have all the different kind of monster creature Rising from the Graves, but I don't have all the different kind of feature Rising from the Graves, such as the fog version or the light up version of those 2. I'm missing 3 Rising from the Graves from my collection. I have 5 out of 8. But there's 3 more. And I swear if they make more next year, I'm going to be not happy. Although I was thinking about them making a ghost one. It looks just like that, but no blood, and it has arms. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this is a long video, and I don't know if you watch the whole thing, so I'm gonna stop. Bye.